You ready? You ready? Fight!
Back to work we go. Warfield appears to be okay. The gash on the left eyebrow of Baker appears to be holding for now. Warfield got smacked pretty good there as he came in.
Baker's starting to score those points.
Warfield almost going through the ropes again. He had a spinning back fist along the way. Right hand landed by Baker. Baker with an uppercut. Nice combination. Baker coming alive in round 2. Warfield with a straight right. Now that bloody eye is definitely problematic again for Baker.
Warfield sticks his tongue out, says bring it. That cut is opened up again. Baker possibly took another low blow, and they just continue on as blood is just dripping out of that eye. Baker continues on. He has really done well in the later part of this round so far.
This is round 2 of 2, unless we go to overtime with a tie at the end of the 2 rounds. Then we'll have a 3-minute overtime period. Nice kick by Baker. Baker, a warrior here, coming in with the knee. Another knee to the body, blocked by Warfield. Look at Warfield laughing. Oh, you didn't get me.
Seems to be slowing down here. You got to ask yourself, is cardio becoming a factor, or did he get slowed down by going over that top rope and possibly hitting his ribs on, I don't know if it was the apron or the table, but his pace is a little slower than it was in that first round.
Warfield got the right hand in. Baker covering. They're up against the dangerous rope side now. Good job again by our referee holding it up.
And there's that battle for positioning as they pummel in and out to get that advantage so they can land a strike to the body or one of the short right hands there.
And another one as Warfield goes through the ropes and Baker continues to hit.
Yeah, Warfield able to lean out of that ropes and get a little bit of relief.
The first one was a good clean one.
Yeah, he's got some words for referee Shane Garrett.
And a long right hand by Warfield. He's got to watch himself. He could get tagged if he continues to swing wildly.
We talked about the Grand Prix format. Anything and everything could happen. Well, so far it has happened in these 3 fights. This has been crazy exciting, these guys. Going to war. All war versus brawler has not disappointed.
Warfield, I didn't think he was knocked down. Now Baker, side mount, trying to get command.
Takes that top position in side control. This is the first time we've seen either of these guys on the ground, so let's see what they can do from here. But Baker definitely submitting his advantage in this round.
Good short right hand there by Baker.
Baker takes the back, he's working that choke. The chin.
Can he get it in time before the end of the round? No, Warfield gets out.
Landing those big punches, takes the back again, and Warfield just covers up.
What a comeback in this round by Baker.
Is there enough time to finish him?
Final seconds of round 2.
Right hand after right hand after right hand landing on Warfield. Starting to protect himself there.
And there's the
dominance.
The horn. What a performance to end the second round by Baker. Total warrior status. And this likely could go to overtime.
This will be the first time that we get a decision. It's going to be very interesting to see how they scored this. But Baker needing to make his mark in that round and did violently.
And there were so many stoppages that our clock was a little bit inaccurate there because they had to start and stop it and restart it. Let's watch some of the action this fight.
Just a lot going on here. Both guys throwing the kitchen sink of the slip there. Big front kick. Warfield with a big left. They're just both throwing it. Good right hand. And I think this is where Warfield coming in, jumping up. The big knee catches the leg and he falls out of the ring. My goodness. Right here, they're fighting for position. Baker's that underhook, and he's delivering those short right hands, and Warfield ends up leaning out of the ropes and takes a knee to the back of his leg for his troubles. It was a slip there on that right
it was
kick.
a slip, but it got him in big trouble because then Baker got the side mount and Baker started to pound away. Ray Flores is the guy who will let us know where we stand in this fight. Let's go to Ray Flores for the early decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds of action, we have an overtime round.
Well, that makes sense to me. You got to give the second round to Baker, the first round to Warfield, and now they get a 3-minute overtime. They've done a good job in stopping the flow of blood on the left eyebrow of Baker.
What tough guys these are. That big cut, having to go into overtime, and they have just gone to war with each other. And this, ultimately, this third round decides the winner. 3 minutes, not 5 minutes.
And remember, if they win this bout, this is not the end of the evening. You don't go out for a burger. This is about advancing and fighting twice more tonight if you want the title. Round 3, 3 minutes, the Shine overtime round. Kyle Alley Cat Baker, 29 years of age, 8-4. James Warfield, 21-6. 31 years of age, all on the line here. Warfield's got his legs back, but for how long?
Yeah, Warfield's really coming out, moving around. Obviously,
right hands, a couple of them by Warfield.
Just missing with that right hand. Cardio is not a factor for Warfield.
Warfield went down again, he slipped again.
And this is where we saw Baker control the fight when they went to the ground. He's now moved to side control and he's dropping those left-hand hammer fists.
And then a knee to the back. Nicely done.
And Baker's bleeding again, but this is where he's controlled Baker.
He can do this on feel. He doesn't have to see his opponent when you're down on the ground.
Not at all. He's done this a million times before. As a wrestler, he wants to control this position and just rain down punches, do some damage, but most importantly, don't lose control there. With the underhook thrown off, he locks up a Darce. Warfield's backing out. Baker's looking that choke, but it's gone. He doesn't have it. Warfield in on a single leg. He's looking to wrestle him down, and they go out of the ropes again.
Just slightly, just to the apron. So Baker's all right. He comes back in midway through this round. Warfield's been reaching for that right hand knockout, straight right hand all night long. He might catch one.
Both these men exhausted,
work for action.
beaten, battered, and bloody. And one of them has to continue on.
It's all about showing metal now. It's about digging down deep. Short uppercut by Warfield.
1 minute remains.
I like the way that Baker just shrugged him off and then lands a knee.
Baker goes in for that takedown, but Warfield shucks him off.
Warfield has thrown a plethora of right hands in this fight. Many have missed.
Right here, he's in on that single leg. He's going to pull up that leg. He's going for a takedown himself, but Baker, the wrestler, sprawls out and just continues to work that body.
And Baker chops away with the right hand to the ribs. Now goes with the left elbow. And that'll last with you for a while. They're just a rapidity of blows with that elbow and that forearm.
The referee's going to break him here. 10 seconds remains.
And a yellow card.
See what Warfield can do. He's just hanging out down in the bottom, taking some shots.
The yellow card was for Baker. It will not affect the scoring. Final seconds of the bout. And that is it. What a bout.
Wow.
And forget about the advancing thing right now. This is about pride. This is about trying to win this bout. I don't think you're thinking about advancing.
Not at all. They're not certain who's won the fight. So they're going to go to the judges' scorecard here. did Baker do enough to pull it out there at the end? And I think that yellow card was for Warfield. We're going to take a look at some of the things that went down in this overtime round. There's that kick and the slip, allowing Baker to get on top, where he's done some damage to Warfield. He moves to side control by shucking those legs to the side. Goes immediately to punches. We're still in overtime. Here we're in the corner. Couple short uppercuts by Warfield. Then bangs hard to the body.
The one to the body got through. The one upstairs did not. Oh, it's a hell of a war, wasn't it?
Amazing. These guys
and they're
on a performance.
There was a shrug by Baker.
Smiling.
Warfield's happy. I think Baker did enough in the third round to win it, but let's see. We'll go up to Ray Flores for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards on the overtime round. The first judge saw a 10-9 for Warfield. The second judge sees the overtime round for Baker. And the third and final judge sees this fight for your winner by split decision. And moving on to the Shine Fights Lightweight Grand Prix semifinals, Kyle Elitet Baker.